Hello, my sewing friends. It's just a real quick video about the explanations how to make that stripes shorter. Let me tell you, let me show you. So the client brought me this expensive dress, and her idea was to make that part shorter. That you know, it would sit on her better, and she didn't want to do anything in here, so she wanted me to just cut in here. And we put a pin in here and decided that it should be about half an inch smaller, but since it's from both sides, it's 2 inches, I mean 1 inch. Sorry, I just didn't wake up really yet. And I said yes at first because I was like, oh, I could do it and it's not a problem. But with a closer look, it turns out that I can just simply fold it and make a seam, right? Even in that amount, like a finger. But I have to go all the way around and inside. And also I noticed this little thing which has to be functional like this, do and undo. I watched a bunch of videos. I saw like how people do it, and it turns out to be a work for at least 2 hours and a half, 2 hours, because I had to do the bottom too, shorter, a little bit shorter. So I was like, okay, I got myself into it, but I didn't know what I am getting myself into it. I went underneath all the way, open up this area, and I saw here is a little tube. The thing is, I was coming up with the idea how to do it like the whole night pretty much. So it's basically tube, like a pipe. You cut like amount of fabric you don't need anymore. Let's say what I have left. So in my case, it was a little bit like a quarter of an inch, half of an inch. It eventually would be half of an inch from each side. So something like this and something like this. And eventually it would make an inch, maybe slightly more, like this. See, one side and the other one is the same way. So I have here. Yeah, it took me a while to understand how to do it. And the sewing machine wouldn't go to that little area, right? It's really, really tiny area for the sewing machine. So I had to really be careful what I did. It's like a professional machine would do it, but not my machine, because it's really, really tiny. So I basically just did one after another, one after another. So eventually when you put it on the right side, you'll see the result like this. They would be shorter on half an inch, how your client wanted, right? And it would be the same time professionally done, right? Took me a while. So now, since it's all done and it's all even, I would do or would go to the ironing, pressing it. 1 second. Where is my press? I have it here. I got here a really nice tiny iron for that kind of project, but eventually, apparently, it has to be green. I think 2, 3, 4, right? So it has to be green, yeah. Otherwise, it won't do. And after I press it through that cloth, because I'm really afraid to hurt this fragile fabric. because you know it's expensive, and I don't want to mess up my work. So internet says that just to make them shorter without the bottom part would be $25, and she told me that she can't afford it. So she agreed to pay $15 per hour, which was approximately $15 per item. I don't know if I'm gonna do it again because it's really like taking so much longer, and for $15 only, I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Kind of doubt that process. And how to say, I don't know if it's worth it even. Well, for now, for first time, it's worth it, but I don't think I'm gonna do it again. So that was beeping, and it's ready. Let me try. Yeah, it is ready. It's about my first time using this. It's really nice iron. Just for that, that tiny projects, tiny seams. Okay. I mainly do this video to just as a note that I don't have to write it on paper, for me, in order to remember how I did it. I doubt I'll forget, but still it's better to write it down. Yeah, here you see, because this machine cannot take that really tiny room. That's why it gets this kind, a little bit like slightly round on the side. Okay, maybe I can do, maybe if I can press it, I hope it wouldn't be a problem. See that, like, that amount of money would not cut for that amount of job. I've done like for $25 just the bottom part, but never that amount of work for that tiny money. I should say, you know, if she can't afford it, she can't afford it. That's a goodbye thing, right? But she's such a great person, and as a client, she's really awesome. So I didn't want to say no to her, that, you know, that she would be disappointed and all. Besides, if you have your favorite dress, you want to get it done nicely. You don't want to, you want to go to professional. Either you afford it or not. Let's see, that's going on. What's going on here? Yeah, it's slightly tiny, a little bit tiny. Because it's round too. That's how it does when it's round. Hopefully the rest of it is good. Okay. The other side is easier because it doesn't have this flower on it. Where's my, like, rounding? I think it should be rounding up like this too. Yeah, a lots of work with that top part. And it was not easy to find a video with the explanations. I was like, what? Nobody is doing it? Apparently not. Because see what's going on here? It's tiny, not much, just something here and there. Just because this side is wider than this one, and as soon as I got rid of an inch, it started to be crooked. I don't know. She's not demanding person. She's good and grateful. That's why I got her. I'll be like, okay, I will make another item and I'll make my money back. So just the thing is, this one I wanted to get done nicely. Okay, that seems better now. Okay, something like this. I don't know. Here, still crooked. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I have to have it on that iron part. That's why this kind of iron is really good, because you can lift it. You could do it pretty much in the air. Okay, seems fine. And the bottom part should be not that bad. You know, getting like this, getting your iron. I could do it in a big iron even, but I just love this iron. It is so cute. And it's good on camera because this iron board is very tiny. You could just do it with a tiny iron. It's almost like a toy iron. Of course it's real, but it's a toy. It has this toy look on it. I also have this brown sheet for, maybe I should use this. It would be a little bit more professionally looking. The thing is just the money thing, something like this, you know. Somebody might say, oh, that's crooked, and you know, but I didn't charge much. And this fabric is round, so that's like a round fold in here. It's not a straight bottom of the dress. So since it's a round, well, if she doesn't like it, the money was really small. And I watched lots of videos too how to make a round bottom. So the round bottom was not a, you know, not the easiest thing to do. See how it's like curved a little. Sometimes you get projects what you do like in an hour and iron, and you know, I usually don't include ironing into my price because it's like really fast thing. Like right now you do the bottom and you do ironing, and that's it. And it, of course you can charge $15 if a person cannot afford it. So if she brings it back with this crooked part, I think I could redo it for another $15. I don't wanna, I never wanted to hurt the fabric. That's why I do always pretty much, I mean, the main fabric, I always do like a fabric in between of iron and my item. Just because it's that expensive thing. It's really kind of dangerous if you don't do it right. One time, very long time ago, I think I managed to burn a little piece of fabric, like the main fabric, and I had to redo the whole seam in order to get this hole inside that wouldn't be visible and all. Since that, I got my lesson. I learned my lesson, never ever again to do this. I think we reached the end. We reached our age in here. Yeah, that's the crooked part is because of that round part. I need to see how it's looking in there. If you hand it, if it's sticking out. I got scared that it's a hole. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Getting rid of the iron. And ta-da! You have your item. Amazing. Hopefully everything is okay with that. Hopefully. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully. And that one is better. Yeah, but you know, when the person is kind of like in a move and yeah, seems great. Okay, you guys, that'll be it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Happy crafting. Bye bye.